A covering index in MySQL is an index that contains all the columns necessary to fulfill a query, allowing the database to retrieve data directly from the index without having to access the full table. This makes query execution faster by reducing the need for table lookups, minimizing disk I/O, and improving performance, particularly for read-heavy operations. Hack key features of a covering index. 1. Index-only query execution. A covering index enables MySQL to execute a query using only the index because all the required columns are included in the index. This avoids fetching additional data from the table, speeding up query performance. 2. Reduction in disk I/O. Normally, after finding rows using an index, MySQL needs to read the actual table data. A covering index eliminates this step, reducing the number of disk reads required to satisfy the query. 3. Smaller data size. Since indexes generally take up less space than full table rows, using a covering index means MySQL reads smaller amounts of data from disk, leading to faster query processing. When an index becomes a covering index. An index becomes a covering index if all columns needed by the query in the select, where, group by, or order by clauses are included in the index. This allows MySQL to use the index without accessing the actual table rows. Advantages of covering indexes. 1. Improved query performance. Queries that can be satisfied by the index alone run faster because MySQL skips the table scan and reduces disk I/O operations. 2. Efficient use of indexes. Covering indexes are particularly effective in optimizing queries that repeatedly access specific columns, minimizing the need to scan the entire table. 3. Reduced table access. By reducing the need to access the table rows, covering indexes significantly decrease the workload on the database for certain types of queries, especially in read-heavy scenarios. Limitations of covering indexes. 1. Increased index size. Covering indexes can grow large if they include many columns. Larger indexes require more storage and can slow down write operations, as the index must be updated whenever relevant columns are modified. 2. Potential for over-indexing. While covering indexes improve read performance, creating too many indexes, especially large ones, can lead to excessive storage requirements and overhead during data modifications. When to use covering indexes. They are most beneficial when queries frequently access a specific subset of columns. Covering indexes are ideal for scenarios where performance optimization is needed for read-heavy queries. Conclusion. Covering indexes offer a powerful way to improve query performance by reducing the need for table lookups and minimizing disk I/O. However, they should be used judiciously, as large indexes can impact write performance and increase storage overhead. Understanding when to implement covering indexes can help improve the efficiency of read-heavy queries while balancing the impact on overall database performance.